Hi, Mick Garvey from Airgun World, Sporting Shooter and the Air Attack channel. Some of you may know I've been quite honoured to be asked to be a brand ambassador for the InfiRay UK products, mainly the thermal gear. You may have read some of the Airgun World and Sporting Shooter items where I've been field testing the E3N thermal spotter, and I've just completed testing the InfiRay finder, the handheld thermal. That is a fantastic bit of kit, about £2,600 sort of price bracket. The E3N is a lot less, probably half price of that, 1,100 quid I think it is, but don't quote me on that. But that is an awesome bit of kit for as an entry level thermal spotter. I've used it quite successfully. I've been out foxing, been out squirreling, I've been out rabbiting. I've used it in quite a few different things, and it's worked very well. Don't get me wrong, it's not as good as the finder. The finder's got the better megapixel, the better micron sensor in it, and the definition on the finder, on the picture quality is absolutely amazing. It's something that I'm seriously considering, when all these reviews are over, to replace my Pulsar Quantum. That's getting on a bit now. It's going to be 6-7 year old. It costs around about the same sort of price as the finder back in the day, but it's served me well. It served very well. I would not have changed it for anything else in the past, but now this has come along. But anyway, that's a different story. Today's story, we're actually fitting out my trusty Wildcat, FX Wildcat. This is the FAC22. This is probably the most accurate and reliable and consistent gun I've had. Now it's a very old one. It's probably, I think it's a Mark 1, and it's never ever let me down. It's worked perfectly well. It's never missed a beat. And this is the gun I've been using recently for testing scopes, thermals, night vision. I've seemed to got this in a position where I can, like, I know exactly how the gun works. I can put different scopes on it, and it's a fair comparison, and not using different guns such as rimfire, centerfires, or 2.5 FAC or a 177 sub 12. So I'll stick to the same gun for all my testing of scopes and thermals and night vision. But today we're going to fit this out with, again, the InfiRay Saim. Now, I had one before. I had the SC19. This is the SC25. As you can see, tiny little unit. Found quite impressive. Takes a CR123 batteries, I believe they are. I don't bother with those. I'll get what I use is, I've got a few of these little battery packs. Just connect the USB to USB-C straight into that, and we're powered up. Then we're not. And that, I've had that on the 19. Lasted all night. I've got a couple of those there. I've got another one upstairs, and that's what I tend to use. I'm not messing about putting batteries in. Buttons, very few of them on the top. 3 buttons on top. There's a power button, there's a menu button, and there's a camera button. Now, the 19 did not have record or photo facility. I actually downloaded that information quick startup guide, and that doesn't actually mention any photographing facility on it or video, but believe me, it has. I've tried it, it does work. Another item is well worth mentioning is this rail. As you can see, it's a quick release, and it's got these buttons on the side to pop out. If you can see that, pushes that out and releases it once it's clamped on. So this is good on the Wildcat. and we're going to do probably a ratting story. I've got some rats turned up again in an old barn. It seems to be a common theme. Every time I seem to get my hands on a new sort of night vision or thermal, the rats turn up, which is good because it's a fair comparison, and I can do the comparison with the same gun, the same area, same species, target species, just a different scope. So that's working quite well. As with everything else that InfiRay are making, superb quality, absolutely immense quality. Obviously rubber eye cap, a nice little flip cap that stays on. Now, what I'm going to point out to you is I'm probably going to fasten that on the front of that rail. Oops. Probably elastic bands or some bungees or something like that. But obviously when that's on, that will stop the cap from closing. So just make sure, if you do that yourself, make sure the cap's open for your mounted on if you're in the field. Otherwise you're not able to get it off, you'll take it off again. Anyway, so that's the way I'm doing that. I believe there's an external battery pack available from InfiRay, which would be interesting. Maybe talk to the guys about getting one of those and see how that works. I think the way forward really is internal battery packs rather than batteries that either charge or don't charge up. That's the way to go for me. A few items on it. So obviously there's the on-off button on the front, there's a menu button, there's 4 colour palettes, black hot, white hot, red hot and a rainbow. There's the brightness and the sharpness in the menu, in the quick menu, and there is zoom. Obviously once you get into the menu you can zoom into it, but it goes up in 0.5 increments, so it's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4 up to 4, and that's a lot. But I find that on 2, with everything I've used up to now, 2 times mag is more than enough. On the squirrels, 90 yards. On the HMR, that worked quite well, although it was quite a brief visit on that gun, but plenty good enough. Whether how accurate it is on the 1 times and 2 times, I'm not sure, but that's the setup in the scope itself. You may find that the 1 times is actually greater than just the 1 times magnification, but either way, it still works well. There's a bigger menu. A long press of the menu button gets into a more complicated menu, and there's advanced settings, there's Bluetooth, there's Wi-Fi, there's a plethora of things. Without reading through the booklet and looking like I'm just reading it to you, I don't want to do that. I'll tell you what I know, and then when this is set up and we've been out and we've had a night out on it, and we can tell exactly how things are working. Anyway, to fit it, as you can see, the quick fittings are on there, and I know for a fact, because I've got my cheat marks on my scope and the rail, that is where it needs to be for me. And that is set up perfectly. There we go. FAC FX Wildcat 2.2 with the same, the InfiRay Saim 25 thermal scope. There's a bit more to come on this. Obviously, when we get out in the field, and I'll give you some more in detail facts and figures with it, see how it works out. If the 19 is anything to go by, then this is going to be even better. This has got more facilities. Obviously, it's got record and it's got video, stills and video. So that's a good thing. That's a plus. It's also got this ultra clear mode, which cuts through when it's foggy or rainy or snowy or hazy, a little bit of humidity in the air. It works quite well. Now, this is what they say in the magazine, in the brochure, and in the paperwork, and on the internet. And I can tell you for a fact, it cuts through the wet, the rain, the snow like a knife through butter. Unbelievable. In my previous experience with thermal scopes, is that once it gets a bit humid, a bit of rain in there, a bit of snow, it starts whiting out. I've not had that problem with any of the, well, either of the Finder or the Saim. I've also got the TL35 tube, and that's been amazing. I don't know if anybody's seen any of the videos I put up on Facebook. Excuse me. But the description, the definition is absolutely awesome. on the foxes when I've been out foxing with it. But that's for another story again. So, as by way of a thank you for a couple of things, InfiRay sent me a few bits and pieces. A couple of baseball caps, some stickers, and some lanyards, which are always handy if you've got a thermal spot or anything. So what I'm going to do my usual giveaway, and we're going to use the YouTube random comment picker, and so just try and keep it to one comment each. If there's more than one comment, then I'll just delete it and just put just one of your comments in. But usually the YouTube comment picker, the random comment picker, actually can pick out when there's more than one person comment, more than one comment from the same person. So one comment, one person, that'll be great. These will be going to whoever's picked out by the random comment picker. One hat, a lanyard, and a couple of stickers each. Now also, I've been promising for ages that I've got some other bits and pieces. I've got a Wicked Lights baseball cap and an ID pouch. When you go to shows, I got these from Vegas. That shows you how long ago. Not this Vegas just gone, because it didn't happen. 2019 Vegas, and that's how long I've been promising to do this stuff, and that's how much I've let you down, actually, guys. But I apologise for that, and I really do. Let's move on, and you can have these for free. So 2 prizes there, another 2 prizes there, and this is something I've supplied myself. It's a Luchico. We actually use these at work. Like the Luchico brand, they make LED lights and various other things. And I met up with their rep and I'd expressed my interest in this head torch. That's rechargeable LED, but it's got an interesting little feature. In one of the settings, you can have it turned on, and as soon as you move your hand in front of it, it brings it on. So if you've got your hands full, you've got a gun, or you've got like a rabbit and you've only got one hand, you can fiddle around, you can just wave your hand and it brings it on. So that, again, is a freebie for somebody. Now, I bought that, so that's a sort of appreciation for the guys for sticking with me thick and thin through this difficult times. I've not put as many videos out as I've liked to have done, but we're going to, you know, this is a freebie for you guys, from me to you, and that's, yeah, we're running to about the end of this now, I think. So get your comments in. That's one prize. The first prize will be a hat, stickers and a lanyard. Second prize will be hat, stickers and a lanyard. Third prize will be the Wicked Lights baseball cap and ID pouch. And fourth prize, or fourth comment, or fourth random comment picked by a YouTube picker, will be the head torch. Now, I've used this myself. It's quite a good, it's an excellent bit of kit. So that's it. All I ask you to do, if you just thumbs up, thumbs down, tell me why you don't like it as normal, and we'll try and make it better. If you can feel like subscribing, really appreciate that. This is all for you guys. I'm trying to throw something back at you. These are all given to me, so I'm not just keeping them, I'm trying to sell them or knock them on. I want to give them away to the guys who are watching this channel. Watch out in sporting shooter and airgun world. There's plenty of stories coming up from me on this, on the InfiRay and InfiRay kit. Big shout out to Highland Outdoors, who are actually the guys that's dealing with InfiRay, and also to Scott Country, who are the distributors from for the InfiRay stuff. So you want to check any of the stuff out, check Scott Country's website, and they've got all the gear on there. Check all the prices. They've got videos from various other pro staffers all using the gear. And I think you'll be very impressed. The video quality of some of this thermal is absolutely amazing. There's also the top of the range Rico, which I can't wait to get my hands on. Hopefully that'll be soon. That is supposed to be absolutely amazing. I've heard people say that it's possibly the best thermal scope they've ever used. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I've got some decent thermal scopes myself, and I'd like to put them side by side and say it works. But from what I hear and what I see, I think that could well be right. But anyway, wrap it up. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Watch out for more of this coming on social media and in airgun world. And then I've got various other things going on in sporting shooter with the teal tube. So like I say, thumbs up, thumbs down, all appreciated. Comments to win the prizes as picked by the YouTube random comment picker. And please subscribe and get your friends to subscribe. I'm trying to approach up to 1,000 subscriptions, and that would be awesome if we can get there. That'd be fantastic. But you don't have to. It's not a proviso of entering competition. I won't do that. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.